this campsite. This is Crips. He sets up the camp for you. He's like your sidekick. You have different themes that you can buy and unlock. You can also decide on what size tent you want. So all this is just appearance, and when people drive by your camp, they might be like, oh, that's neat. You can change outfits for Crips. There's dogs. You can have dogs that chill. I have a dog. Where is he? Here he is. Wart. There's like different breeds of dogs and colors. I don't know. You know, you just sit here. I don't know. The emotes are pretty great in this. Oh. I don't know. It's not just dances either. It's you know. Over here, though, if you do like killing animals, hunting, I mean, here's the bird that hit me in the face. Usually you want to give him big deer, dead deer and stuff. Now certain guns are for certain situations. If you kill an animal with the wrong gun, you're probably going to ruin the pelt. And you want to keep the pelt perfect. Oh, there's something over there. These are collectibles. There's another way to make money besides making moonshine or killing animals, and it's collectibles. Cards, arrowheads, fossils, and other whatnots. But that's just something that you do in the passing by. Like, you just see stuff like that out in the wild and you stop for a second, go grab it. If you're with a group, you're like, hey everybody, come over here. Now, what you do is you point at it. That one's perfect. Okay, see at the bottom, you got 3 stars. American pronghorn doe, 3 stars. 3 out of 3. This one is 2 out of 3. It's still pretty good, but this one will give me much, much more. If it's perfect, I get much more. Alright, watch this. Anyway, it was a good shot, as you can see. It's got 3 out of 3 still. If I shot it bad, it would be 2 or 1 star. You can either skin it, or you can give it whole. You usually want to give it whole, unless you need meat. Meat you can cook.
Getting a little low on supplies.
Alright, there we go. That gave me a big chunk, and I'm going to get off my horse and call my wagon. Oh yeah. This wagon is great because if you're out in the wild, you're not near a camp, you can throw a bunch of stuff in here and it'll save until you sell it or give it to Crips. So if it's on the back of your horse though, and you log out or sometimes even fast travel, you'll lose it. You'll lose what's on your horse. Get a perfect wolf and a perfect buck. Do this resupply mission. Now this, I play this game very relaxed. I don't like always feeling like I'm in a rush and I'm getting shot and stuff, but like, you can. The PvP is good in this. It's fun. It's not a first-person shooter by any means. You barely have to aim. If you've played GTA, it's almost exactly like that. If you aim at somebody and it locks onto their chest, and then you want to like go up a tiny bit and shoot for their head. But that's just how Rockstar works. It's not like a skill shooting game. It's like, you know, who do you shoot first? How's your aim as far as locking onto their chest and just pressing up a little bit for their head? Because you can shoot right over their head most of the time. When do you dive? When do you like heal yourself? What cards do you use? What guns do you use at what time? So I got a bow and arrow, right? Dynamite arrows. Yeah. It feels good. And then you can just throw dynamite. It's a beautiful game. Alright. Anyways, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm on a mission. It's a very distracting game. Yeah, as you can see, it auto runs. while I do love to explode things and set them on fire, it's not always a good idea. So I'm gonna go in like this. I gotta use this John real quick. Alright. Before you go into anywhere, just make sure you get the right card on, or else you're gonna be in the middle of it and you can be like, oh no, I've got the wrong card on. It really depends on what gun you have and where you're standing. There we go. You know what I'm talking about. I can't guarantee that I'm the good guy in every situation. Sometimes I'm a little bit morally torn. I mean, I'm a naturalist. I can still kill animals, obviously, but if I do, a certain person won't talk to me, which I need to talk to sometimes. She calls me a murderer. Yeah, there's a lot of riding wagons going in a certain direction. That was farther than usual. Alright, so while that didn't give me any money, it gave me experience. And while that doesn't matter, it gives me money in the long run, because Crips makes stuff. When that bar is full, it gives me $500. There are jerks out there, but like I said, you can avoid them easily in this game. Look at this weather. Now, crafting. Here's a fire, and this is where you craft. I keep a steady stock of big game meat. The point is, you gather stuff in different ways, and you make it. Just like any other MMO. You make mana potions, and you make health potions, and, you know, invisibility potions pretty much. Invisible to animals. I have a potion that tells me where legendary animals are, because that's a thing in this. A lot of this stuff was added in later, like, legendary animals is new. Naturalist role, even moonshine. Moonshine wasn't there when it started. But they've added a lot. They've gone through some really glitchy updates, but right now, in November of 2020, it's running smoothly. Gonna do a little fishing. This looks like a good fishing spot. I like to use some cheese. Hey, I got one. Oh. Oh, it's a monster. Oh man, this is gonna feed me for weeks. Alright, I'll throw it back. Get bigger. You know, I think this game, especially if somebody already has this, it's worth giving it a shot again. Every game is slow going, but it's good to go into these games appreciating the fact that you start off with nothing in the middle of the woods, and you have to work your way up to becoming a grand wizard. If somebody already has this game, it's worth it checking out again. If not, I mean, wait for it to go on sale. That's my opinion. It's the best open world game, and it will be probably until that Cyberpunk game comes out. And I don't know how that's going to be online. I don't know if it's going to be like GTA or whatever. This game could be better, of course. Every game could be, but here it is. You know, it's come a long way, and it's only going to get better, in my opinion, and my hopes. Where's my sword? Ah, get out of here, ducks. Ah. I mean, I love Red Dead. I always have, and I love Red Dead 2. And I've stuck through a lot. I've stuck through a lot with this game, a lot of ins and outs and bads and goods. And right now, I think it was worth it. It's worth sticking it out.